YouTube, welcome back. Tag Team Championship path done today, starting at 75%, but today we are going to play the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and The Undertaker. Let us get started. Warming up. We're going to hear a lot of Kane's music. That's okay. And this is where real American would be. Don't adjust your TV sets. It's not there. But it is Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe. Don't take us lightly just because we're old. We'll beat you down in 3 minutes. So we have to beat Gerald Briscoe, Pat Patterson in 3 minutes or less. We don't have to win, but we're going to win. That's the strategy of today. So we'll start off as Kane. We'll start inflicting some damage. Really and truly, the strategy is to prevent Patterson from tagging out. We want to do as much damage to one of them as we can. It is odd that there are two Briscoe brothers. I feel like that should have been a legal fight settled years ago kind of thing. But, you know. Maybe they got permission. I don't know. I've never actually, like, done the due diligence to figure out if the ROH Briscoe brothers got permission from the old Briscoe brothers who use the Briscoe brothers name. I would think maybe, but you know. Oh, he countered, but he didn't go for the pin or the tag, I guess. All right, they got in. Let's see. Here we go. Patterson, I don't recall, like, it's one of those things. I feel like I've watched more Briscoe matches than Patterson matches. I don't recall. It's not like I've watched a ton of them either way. But personally, I don't think Godfather's OP in this game. I struggled. I feel like I struggled with Godfather more than I thought I would when we played him for an Intercontinental run. Didn't even need a finish. But, oh, we do the flames and everything. We'll watch it once. There we go. I don't think Godfather was particularly overpowered in this game. But he doesn't fit my playstyle, I don't think. Super heavyweight. Hey, if you want the tag titles, you have to go through us first. However, the match is going to have hardcore rules. Okay. Hardcore match rules apply. No set requirement to win or lose, but we're gonna win. Yeah, watch the pyro. Gotta watch it once. So, Tornado Tag Team rules apply, which is not always the case when they say hardcore match rules apply. They don't always mean Tornado Tag Match rules. I feel like most people were underrated hardcore champs, right? Like, I feel like once they introduced the 24/7 thing, A, they stopped taking it seriously. B, everybody kind of became underrated. Like, there are plenty of people who could have had good hardcore runs, but just, you know, didn't end up there. That's okay. I mean, you know, Hardcore and Crash both look pretty good for being super heavyweights. Now, you could argue that Undertaker and Kane kind of fall in that almost super heavyweight, depending on the day, but probably not in this game. They're pretty lean themselves. Yeah, see, like, the thing with the Hardcore one is it started off as a little bit of a joke, kind of became legitimate, then became a joke again. Like, the 24/7 title was always a joke, in my opinion. There was never any legitimacy to the 24/7. So, you know, but it's like Steven Richards holding the title 21 times. Like, what's the grand total, like, day count, right? Like, how many days over those 21s? Does it even add up to a single day? Probably not very far. But it probably does, because he won it at the end of a show and carried it for the next week, right? Like, see, I don't remember WCW's Hardcore division at all, which is probably a good thing. Match prior to the tag championship, there is Steven Richards. Speaking of Steven Richards, the previous champs, the right to censor. The winners of the upcoming ladder match will face the reigning champions. Let's find out who they are. It's the Hardys. We heard it's a ladder match, and who better to enter than us? After everything happened, Matt and Jeff will face Kane and Undertaker. All right. Ladder match. Only requirement is to win. This one we do have to win. I forgot to turn my ring light on. Not that I feel like it does a ton some days, but it's a vital. Oh yeah, no, I turned that off. I think I turned that off prior to me doing their run, because I just didn't. Theirs got turned off because I hate hearing it. Other people's themes got turned off because they flagged the YouTube copyright system. So it's kind of one of those things. Once I started like interpreting some people's down or turning some people's off, I was like, nope. I mean, I went as far as, like, I even took the Good Father's music away. Like, I went specifically to Godfather, changed to alt costumes 2 and 4 to also have no theme music, because I was like, for some odd reason somewhere, the Good Father does show up. If they weren't the New Brood, they were about to be the New Brood, or were just coming off being the New Brood. So, like, Gangrel's not in this game. He is, but he isn't. So this is close to the New Brood time. But I don't remember if this is post-Brood or not. Because I can't remember if they had their own theme prior to joining New Brood, or if they joined the New Brood and had that theme and then got their own theme. But I think in WrestleMania 2000 they're managed by P.S. Hayes, right? Or like P.S. Hayes is associated with the Hardys in that game. Go ahead and set it up, Undertaker. I got the peoples. I'll watch Matthew. Hey. That's why I was like, these outfits definitely scream New Brood harder than well, I mean, this would, yeah, I mean, this would have been pretty post New Brood, so, you know. All right. Get out of the ring. Set it up, Undertaker. All right. Flipped back in. I don't love it. All right. Come on. There we go. Reversed. Choke slam. Undertaker's just thinking about it. No, Big Show's not in this game per se. He was in the game that was removed. There we go.
You got it.
As he was sent down. So he's like, there's definitely ways to build him or build a type of Big Show in the game. That's one of No Mercy Plus's like selling features, is they put the Big Show back in the game. Tag Team Championship. So you guys won. That's amazing. Okay, just as promised, let's have that match. The match will be a regular tag team match. So like if you play No Mercy Plus, Big Show is in the game and he replaces Steven Richards, where Steven Richards shows up as default in championship mode. To say he wouldn't replace Steven Richards in this case, because Steven Richards is the current champion. But in like some of the other ones where it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense that Steven Richards is in the position he is in the main event, that's because rumor says that he replaced Big Show in most of those cutscenes and storylines kind of thing. But like No Mercy Plus puts, you know, a picture icon back in there. I mean, he's a quote unquote created character. Gilbert, 100% no question. I will take also no questions. Gilbert is the most underrated champion of all time. Right. I mean, it's very similar to that. It's like they could have picked a lot of different people, but for some reason went with Steven Richards. And I don't understand that, except maybe it was like a global find and replace kind of thing, which I doubt it was, but like because they didn't even really end up, unless I'm just completely misremembering what they did with Steven Richards, and maybe he had some main event push I just do not recall, which is entirely possible. I don't know why they didn't pick somebody else. Because, like, they use Kurt Angle in some championship modes, but they don't use Kurt Angle a lot. They use Chris Jericho in some championship modes. I don't know. Like I said, there are certain ones that, like, Kurt Angle shows up in, or, you know, Chris Jericho shows up in. But especially if you were already going to break from the storyline, who the hell cares? Like, replace him with X-Pac or something. I mean, a lot of times it makes more sense to replace him with, like, a Road Dogg, an X-Pac, because it's like Steven Richards coming out with Triple H. It's like, in what world does that make sense? None, except No Mercy. I'm doing the talking thing again, and I'm not effectively playing the game. But hey, that's not what I wanted. Get out of here. There we go. I'm gonna play as Undertaker for a little bit. Completely missed that big boot. All right. So I think long run, DX ended up being more beneficial for characters that were involved in the DX storyline, right? Like once it got past just Shawn, Hunter, and Chyna, and they, you know, brought in the New Age Outlaws, they brought in X-Pac when he was available. I think long run, DX did more for people. If you want to talk about what was the greatest peak of both of them, comparing, because to me that's still like the peak. I enjoyed what Shawn and Triple H did as a, you know, pair with Chyna in the early 90s a lot, but I remember DX being more of the bigger group. But I just don't know how you beat Paul, Nash, and Hogan as the NWO when it was just the three of them. From a star power wise, from a creativity wise, it was, you know, something like something big, right? So, but it's like, but once the NWO ran its course, which didn't honestly take that long to run its course, and it became just a smorgasbord of, we're going to put you in the NWO because we don't know what else to do with you. It lost its magic. And it lasted far too long. And then had a worse comeback. Like the WWE version of the NWO was just a joke. I don't honestly know what has happened in this match. Are we winning? Are we losing? Does anybody know? Take that. Fart on a microphone. You know, and it's not to take away from the just Shawn and Triple H, like, you know, accomplishments of when they were just DX, right? Like, they did a lot of groundbreaking stuff for the Attitude Era, pre-Attitude Era wrestling. But I remember DX being more the bigger group. Now, again, I think both DX and the NWO in recent years have been used too much of a nostalgia act. You know, the ridiculous Sting WrestleMania match comes to mind of like, there was just no need. I mean, there was just no need for an NWO DX reunion bullshit, right? Like, just wasn't a need for it. Was it cool? No. I don't even think it was cool. Right, I mean, like, by the time the NWO was over, it was way too bloated. My God, if you let Vincent in your organization, you got too many members. Your standards are too low. Right? But it was just the thing to do to get people something to do. We're gonna put you in the NWO. But like, but WWE's NWO had the same problem. They tried to make it they tried to put too many people in it too fast and just it didn't need to be, right? There was no reason. There's no reason other than, ooh, Shawn Michaels is friend with these guys, that Shawn Michaels should have been ever in the NWO when he was. Right? Like, there's no reason that Booker T should have been in it other than, ooh, he was a WCW guy. Backdrop. Can we end this match? No, we can't. Shit. I thought we might have had a shot. I'll excuse like the John Cena thing just because that was, you know, Firefly Funhouse bullshit version of reality. I'll excuse that one just because, you know, it's whatever. All right. Wolfpack Sting was pretty cool. Like I said, I feel like definitely by the time they split Wolfpack and Hollywood, like after that, that should have been the end of the NWO. Everybody agree, we're all NWO for life, and we move on. It no longer is a thing, right? Well, but like, I can excuse it because in that world he was supposed to be heel at that kind of point. It was like the what if he turned heel. So Undertaker, you're Kane's cleanup boy. All right. Undertaker's fighting Bubba and Devon in the sports lounge. Kane receives word of the fight. He wastes no time heading to the sports lounge. There he saw Undertaker tattered and still fighting. Tag team match in the pool hall. Hardcore match rules apply. Only requirement is to win. Damage carries over. But the NWO was only a heel faction if you didn't like those guys. If you liked those guys, you know, they were the heel. They were the babyface faction. It's all science. I can defend it. Because Razor was never truly a bad guy. He was just a misunderstood guy. Wow, the Undertaker's bleeding. I'm so glad that he's going to bleed in a match that, you know, carries over. So we put Bubba through the pool table. I had a hard time with that. Like, the first WrestleMania I remember watching at home, I believe it was Hogan Rock. Like, I remember watching that one at home. What was that, 18? That one holds fond memories. Because it's hard to beat Hogan and Rock in that era. Easier to beat Hogan. But right. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm pretty sure 17 is like the Scott Hall Steve Austin match. Or was it Rock and Stone Cold? What match am I thinking of that Scott Hall was in on 17 then? Was Scott Hall and Steve Austin also 18? So have I massively confused what WrestleMania 17 is? I will completely accept that I probably have. All right. I don't love the fact that Devon took a last ride and is still kicking around pretty good. What am I thinking of that, like, Scott Hall Stone Cold? What am I thinking of? Am I just making shit up? Entirely possible. I am not gonna love that these matches, the damage carries over. Not gonna love it. I can tell. Yeah, see, I know for certain I didn't watch that one live. I've gone back and watched it. But I think 18 holds the spot for, like, favorite just because it was the first for me. You know, obviously not the first for everybody. 18 was Stone Cold Scott Hall. Okay. I knew it happened. I was confident that it happened, but I was also not very confident that it happened, so. Chapter 5. There we go. Chapter 6. Death Road Part 2. Undertaker, who was beaten up bad, called Kane to him, and there was an unexpected visitor. Uh-oh. Hey, Kane, come to the boiler room right now. I have nothing against you, but it's my job. Handicap match in the boiler room. Hardcore match rules apply. Shit. Hate hardcore matches in the boiler room, especially when they're handicapped. And I can't leave. Let me rephrase that. I dislike hardcore matches in the boiler room, especially when they're handicap matches. I feel that sounds not as bad.
One.
All right. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, this is not my favorite thing. Damn it. I want the stop sign. If I can get the stop sign. You have to remind what matches happened on 22. 22 doesn't stick out in my memory. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
1, 2.
Nope.
Count 2.
Well, this whole like damage carries over thing may end up screwing us over pretty good. And I don't really know what to do about that. Because it's not like I feel like we can go back at, like, we can't go back a chapter. Okay, I do remember Edge and McFoley. That was like some kind of weird passing of the torch kind of thing. Not, you know, as non-literal as it could be. Was 22 the year after Eddie died? So is that what, 2007? All right. Get up. Well, so if RVD won Money in the Bank, that's what, 2006? Did Eddie die in 2005? Time flies. It's kind of what, just in general, I'm terrible with like dates. Especially once you're like that far back. Like I remember Eddie dying and I remember like that day, but I can't like specifically tell you what the day was. This is not going well. So then you just like have built-in like remembrance. We actually countered something. They were building up some steam. Thank God. We are not going to do well, whatever the next match is. I hope, with a lot of hope, the next match is actually a tag team match. We can play as the Undertaker. Nope.
1, 2.
All right. You know, if Bobby's going to be used, good for Bobby. I think Bobby has always been an underrated performer. Do I think he's the greatest performer? No. Do I think he deserves better than what he's gotten? Absolutely. Same thing with Shelton, right? Like, I think Shelton has been vastly underutilized for what Shelton could do. I don't think Shelton's world champion material, say, but I think he's better than sitting at home. So as long as they use Shelton and Bobby, I will support Shelton and Bobby going anywhere they damn well please. There we go. That was an awful match. It's kind of like MVP. You know, because I mean, what they're going to end up doing, right? We all know what they're going to end up doing. They're going to reinvent the Hurt Business over on AEW because it worked. That's what they're going to do. We all know this. Let's not act surprised when it happened. Speaking of Triple H and X-Pac, what happened? You're messed up after that? The title match is coming up against me. Do you think you can handle the game like that? Well, it doesn't matter what the situation is. I'll always come out on top. Normal tag team championship run. Interesting is it looked like I had a choice on whether or not to win or not on my notes, but the screen would have implied I was wrong. Yeah. This said I have to win. I mean, you know, I don't watch AEW on a regular basis. It's not. But I don't watch WWE on a regular basis either, right? I don't watch either of them on a regular basis, especially enough to critique them. Do I think they have misused some talent? Sure, but who hasn't? Do I think, you know, the industry is better for them being there? I'd like to think so. But I don't know. I feel like I was more okay with what AEW was 5 years ago than what AEW has become. I think what I wanted was a more mainstream ROH. That's what I wanted. I know ROH was there, but by the time AEW came around, I think we can all agree ROH was dead. In the literal form of what we wanted. Maybe you disagree with me. I don't care. To me, ROH was dead by the time AEW came on the scene.
1, 2, 3.
That was way easier than I thought it was going to be. But like, I feel like AEW strayed away from the ROH stuff pretty early, which, you know, their prerogative. I'm not judging. It's not for me. You know, I don't want to watch, if I want to watch deathmatch stuff, I'll go watch deathmatch stuff. You watch it on their online, whatever. Payne, your partner Undertaker, went into the hospital after last SmackDown. You know, I'll show you my kindness. I wouldn't want Undertaker to feel so lonely, so I'm going to put you in the hospital as well. But before that, you're going to get in this ring. Don't worry, it won't be a handicap match. It'll be a single match. Okay. I think you watch it on... Oh, it's Dean Malenko. I didn't look at the rules very carefully, though. Is this chapter 8? Is anybody paying attention?
1, 2.
I mean, like, whatever ROH plus
4,
you know, Disney Plus bullshit that streaming service they have is, I think, the only way to watch ROH now.
9, 10,
Because I don't even recall, and, you know, I know their new
12,
rights deal just got announced, but I mean, ROH wasn't a part of that.
15,
I don't know that it will be.
16, 17,
To me, I wish they'd just acquire the tape library,
19,
let ROH die.
20, count out.
Or whatever new show they're thinking about, make that ROH branded and development, right? Whatever. Or just, you don't even call it development, just call it training. I don't know. Chapter 8. All right. We were supposed to lose chapter 8, so that's okay. Trial. All right, Triple H is here again. Kane, I have a big present for you. You will have not one, but 2 matches tonight. First, you compete one-on-one competition. Then later tonight, you will have to come back out and defend your tag title belts. You'll face me in the tag match. All right. Okay, single match against Ken Shamrock.
Fight.
Okay. But bad news is the bullshit damage meter carries over. It's not my favorite, as I think we've established. Right. Nope. You got me.
1,
So let's see. Choke slam on Mr. Shamrock. Do a power bomb. Break his legs. Perfect. Choke him out. Show him how we do things. I'm excited though, because I wanted to unlock Shamrock, which we did. So I can do an Intercontinental, or I can do a title run. I think it's Intercontinental title. I think the one I planned for him. Now I'm second guessing myself. But he is planned for an upcoming title run. He was planned earlier, but I hadn't unlocked him yet. So I finally unlocked him though. That's going to be a rope break. All right. Choke slam, looking stupid. I don't feel like I've done very many back, like, grappling moves this whole 40 some odd minutes. We'll do 2 to make up for it. There we go. The special nobody knows. And then the tombstone. It's perfect. Just over 3 minutes to defeat Shamrock. I don't think we took that much damage. Perfect. This has been a very heavy retain your damage run. I don't love it. Chapter 10. savior. Somebody save him. Him from himself. Where is your partner? The tag team championship will not be canceled. You will take us on whether it's only you or with a partner. It's the generic Raw theme. HHH, I'm here. We'll have a tag match. You can't do whatever you want. Yeah, I made you wait, Kane. I'm not in good shape today, but I can still make a presence. Okay, let's go. Tag team championship match. The only requirement is to win.
Fight.
All right, that's not necessary. My question would be, if I tagged in Undertaker, is he actually hurt? Is he actually hurt? Or not? All right. Well, this is not the way I wanted to find out. Get out of here. Ha. Big boot. No go. Stinger splash. Out of the corner. Still no go on the chokeslam. All right. He took X-Pac to the ground for us. All right. Let's see if we can't kill some of this momentum he's got. I don't know what kind of eye rake that was going to be. Perfect. No. Acceptable? Not really. Get in. Alright. Well, I didn't want to have to do this, but somebody's making me get the stairs. Back out of the ring. Somebody stare him. Bust him wide open. Already caught my stairs. I don't like this. I don't appreciate this. You cannot use my tactics against me. They are my tactics and my tactics only. Still no go on the chokeslam. All right. Suplex. Used to be a city built out of them. I think we're gonna have to change back over to Kane. But we'll see if... Nope. No X-Pac chokeslam either. Alright. Not what I wanted. Alright. Also not what I wanted. Coffee McGee tonight. Just call me Latte. If you appreciate jokes just like that one, you're in the right place. go. Choke a bitch out from on top. All right. Scoop slam. Throw a choke on the man, the myth, the six pack. But he caught us and he throws us outside. It's not what I really wanted. He countered us. He got clotheslined by accident. Back body dropped on purpose. And boy, are we both not doing well. But we got a choke slam now. So I will consider that a tiny win. I think that one's gonna be like, I don't know. I have to like really figure out how many more videos the series might be, because I may have, I mean, there's only so many tag teams in this game. Like, but I feel like I could reuse. Now, you know, I did one version of Too Cool, right? Like, and such. I could still do another version with Rikishi, but I haven't yet. So I have to really figure out like how many runs there are left, how many more tag teams I need. Can I not repeat a superstar? If I have to repeat a superstar, who's the superstar I want to repeat? On the list of like next one, you know, at some point, I think I've got Briscoe and Patterson. Yeah, that's kind of why it's like I didn't necessarily do, you know what, in all honestly, I guess I feel like I probably looked this up. Was Grandmaster and Scotty ever actually tag team champions? Or have I like created a falsity? Have I broken my rules and not even known I broke them? Maybe I made a bad assumption, which is entirely possible. You'd be surprised, but I do make mistakes. Yes, they were. See, it's like I'm pretty sure I did the research. But honestly, you could have told me no, and I'd understood it because it was Scotty and Grandmaster Sexy, right? Like, wouldn't surprise me that no, in fact, they were never tag team. But, you know, I think if I run out of legitimate tag teams, first one on the docket is King and JR. I have to start like making up tag teams. I'm gonna put JR and King in the ring. May do it just because I feel like what's going to happen is I'm going to beat this game championship mode with enough real I have enough real contenders for the whole series, right? That's my theory. And then I think I'm going to revisit this game and do more fantasy, fun bookings. But I'll have to think about like what paths were my favorite paths to do. Because I may not want to repeat some of them. Rock and Mankind make... I don't remember if they're like one that's actually on the list or if they're on the after list. I have a whole spreadsheet. I forget who makes what list. Somebody don't come in. Damn it, Triple H. I don't know why that Jelly Roll song's now stuck in my head. I just want to apply it to like everything. All right, Undertaker, do your job. You didn't. You did do your job. I apologize. I was going to accuse the Undertaker of not doing his job, but he ended up doing his job. We'll watch it one more time. Be really cool if he had the tag team belt with him, but since he doesn't, we'll Photoshop that on him later. Chapter 10 complete. Tonight, there are new tag team champions of the world. They are Kane and Undertaker. I don't know. Was every match on... The Dean Malenko match was on SummerSlam? Congratulations, now you've become the tag team champions. I've honestly become numb to like where the matches take place. They all just kind of blend together. Let's check progress. Don't recall what the progress was at the beginning. Holy cow, please tell me it was not 75 like I thought it was. I was going to say it was 75. Oh my goodness, we got a %. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. It's gonna happen every once in a while. But thank you so much for being here, YouTube VOD watchers. If you enjoyed what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. YouTube live viewers, keep watching. We're gonna continue on with another run after this. YouTube VOD watchers, you'll see it 2 days after this one. Catch you on the next one.